Pardon the dirty windshield, gents, but I just wanted to share a quick video with you. I just installed the Camel ADV windshield brace on my 2017 Honda Africa Twin. Camel ADV did a great install video, and I followed it to put it on. So go watch his install video. That's not what this is about. This is a couple of helpful hints to let you know ways to make it easier. Okay. First thing I'm going to tell you is take the windshield off. Now remember, when you take the windshield off, these are all well nuts, but the well nuts on these top two will stay in their respective little pockets, okay? Here. They'll stay in there. The bottom two bolts have well nuts on them, and you don't want to take these bolts all the way out. You just want to get them super loose, and then as you kind of wiggle the windshield up, you'll see that rubber boot coming out with the bolt. So take your windshield off. It'll make it a lot easier. Now, here, let me put my phone on the tripod for a second because I got to show you this. Okay, there's a couple of really small bolts that go in the bottom, and you'll see it in the install video. Like I said, he did a great install video. When you pull the rubber boots off of the back of the LED light housings, which is really easy, and they're really easy to go back on, they just snap in. It's not hard, so don't be scared of it. Pull those boots. It's worth it. Now, he was reaching back behind there to put those bolts through from the front side of the brace this way with his fingers. I say use one of these. If you don't have one of these in your shop, you totally need one, right? You put the bolt in the end of that thing. You come up from underneath, right? And you get it back behind there, and then you just fish it in. Bam. Once it's in the hole, release this and move on to the next one. Okay? This was the two things that I could give you, or the three things I could give you as big tips is take your windshield off. It's worth the trouble when you get up here to these clamps. Take those rubber headlight boots off like he recommends, and then use one of these grabbers to reach up from the bottom and put those bolts in from the back side. Okay, so that's all about that part. Hang on. Now, when he put his install on, the new brace like lined up perfectly with the bar. My bike is a 17, so it's 3 years old. I can't do math. Anyway, mine were a little bit off, but it was not to worry about because once I clamped these down, everything was able to line up and be fine. There's some clear rubber hose that you put in underneath of it just to kind of make everything fit a little better. He recommends blue Loctite on the initial nuts, so that the one that's focusing on the nuts that are, I can't get to it. When you put the bolt through, you put a nut on, and then you put the brace over, and then you put these nylock nuts on. He recommends when you put the bolt through and put that initial nut on there, put some blue Loctite on it, and then with the nylock nut, not necessary. Okay. That's really about it. The install was really pretty easy. I'm telling you, the biggest thing that I was scared about was those big rubber boots on the back side of the headlights on both sides. You know, oh, those are going to be such a bear to get off and get back on. Not really. This one, I took a pair of pliers and gently grabbed one of those ears and tugged it just kind of loose, and then I grabbed it with my hand and pulled it the rest of the way off. But when you line it back up, note the little triangle. I'll move my hand. Note that little triangle at the top. He said something about it in the video too. That triangle goes up. That faces up when you put it back on. But when you sit it back on there, it kind of lines up and you'll feel it kind of snap on. And then this inner ring will be kind of sticking up, and it pushes down and it snaps kind of down into position as well. So it was really pretty straightforward, but definitely, I mean, you do what you want, but I'm telling you, this this grabber tool. This was the play right there to get those bolts in from the backside. I tried to put them in without taking those rubber headlight boots off, but it just physically doesn't work. I don't know. There's guys that say they can do it, I guess, but not me. So anyway, that's all I got. Appreciate you tuning in, and good luck with your Camel ADV windscreen brace. This sucker is, I mean, you can tell it made a huge difference. This all went rock solid up here. Nothing flexes anymore. And I'll be able to move this ram ball up here and get it off the handlebar. So my phone's not moving around with that. It's going to be stable up here, and you can mount stuff, you know, on the sides of it too, which is just bonus. So anyway, okay guys, peace.